Good evening, me hearties. My name is Barnacle Bob, and I'm your host for this Bonnie soiree. As you can see, I'm wearing my finest pirate adventure master of ceremonies seafaring outfit. Avast! We're about to set sail on a journey of biblical proportions. The cast and crew of this swashbuckling adventure have worked hard to bring you Pirates of Faraway Bay. Now, before we set out the bow lines and set sail, let me point out your escape routes in case we need to abandon ship. There. Doors are clearly marked, and calmly go down below and exit the VPP. Washrooms can be found in the bowels of the good ship Misfortune. You can take the stairs or ride the hoist. In case you need to cast away early, please do so at the stern doors. Located there. At intermission, there will be victuals for sale downstairs. Cookies and water will be available. Following the 15-minute docking, we will set sail again with some pirate humor, a musical interlude, and the band of pirates, and some general acts of piracy. Before we cast away, welcome Julianne Breen with a word of prayer.
Okay, let us pray. Lord, we just thank you so much that tonight is here and that you've brought all these people out. And we just praise you that we've gotten this far and all these kids have worked so hard and it's all because of you. And we just ask that you bless tonight and bless all the actors and all the audience members, and may we just have a great evening and may be filled with your presence and for your glory. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Julianne. So, finish swabbing the deck, hoist the sails, cast the lines, and enjoy the gift of time, talent, and treasures of our Praise and Worship Camp big stage production of Pirates of Faraway Bay. Anchors away!
All hands on deck. Methinks I see a tiny island in the distance.
Well, shiver me timbers, Bosun Bob. It's a wee piece of land in the middle of this great sea. Edmund Fitzgerald, report our location.
Captain, we are located at 37 degrees latitude north and 26 degrees longitude east, and our land is north by northwest on our starboard side. We are presently traveling at 8 knots and coming in quickly, so we better slow this boat down.
Captain Gollywog, sir, could it be the island? It has to be the island, Codfish, my boy. Treasure Island.
Well, even if it's not, this sure is a sight for sore eyes and an upset stomach. Days on end eating nothing but hardtack and beef jerky has given me a wee bit of indigestion.
Don't forget the moldy cheese.
I just love the taste of juices from the fruits from a lush tree.
You freebooters need to focus on the task at hand. We are in search of treasure, not food, or as salty here likes to call it, victuals.
Victuals are very important if you want to have the strength to dig for treasure.
According to my calculations, we are heading into a strong north by northwest wind. We need to slow her down and bring the Misfortune into that lagoon over there.
I sure hope this is the right island and our sources haven't hornswoggled us and sent us on a wild goose chase.
Agreed, it's been an awful long voyage from Faraway Bay.
Why do you think it's called Faraway Bay?
'Cause it's far away! We should move to nearby bay. There's no adventure in that, mateys. Now furl top and main sail and bring us in. Prepare to disembark.
There
mateys, prepare to disembark and take the island. Beware of any occupants. We must greet them in peace. Pull that hair off your face and do up your buttons, you scallywags. And for Pete's sake, put those weapons away. We intend to charm them into giving us the treasure. Put on your best face, you scurvy dogs.
Captain, it appears there are no occupants on the beach, so now we must search into the forest.
We must head southeast to the center of the island. Make your observations and look for evidence of civilization.
And be quiet.
Wouldn't we be the lucky ones if there's no one on this island?
Sorry to upset Yard Kettle of Clams, but it looks like smoke over there. Remember, approach with caution. We must appear civilized and outsmart them. That would be a miracle with this brood of scallywags.
Who are you?
Some very wet sea dogs. We come in peace. We are weary travelers. We seek only our location.
I see that you came by a ship and that you don't walk like landlubbers. Judging by that, you're fine cologne. I would say that you're a band of pirates.
How did he ever figure that out?
Sir, you found us out. We mean you no harm. We seek only for the vast treasure that's hidden somewhere on this island.
What makes you so sure of the location? You've landed on...
We know! Treasure
Islands! Let me clean out ears. What did he say?
Patmos.
The home of Patmos Pete, the most dreaded pirate among the great sea?
Also known as Punny Patmos Pete.
Honey, he's only the most dreaded pirate. Someone dreads his jokes.
You don't seem scared of him. Where is the scoundrel?
He's off on one of his voyages to terrify the islands. When he saw I wasn't at that, he asked me to host it for him and to watch his parrot here, Patmos Polly. I said, sure, Pete, I'm not going anywhere. I'll stay and watch you go see Polly.
So why are you here? Why did you choose to live on this island with that theatrical tyrant?
Oh, let me clarify. I'm John. You know, John.
We know quite a few people with that name. What's your last name, matey?
I'm just John, as in Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Or maybe you know me as the fisherman John. You know, the four disciples, Peter and James and John in the sailboat.
Oh, that John.
Yeah, Bible characters don't have last names, you know.
And pirates do.
I do. I'm known as Salty Stewart.
And you can call me Codfish McGillicuddy.
So what is the purpose of your visit to Patmos? Wait, I know this. You're the Apostle John, exiled by the Roman Emperor Titus Flavius Domitianus in the year 95.
Yeah, followers of Jesus being imprisoned and exiled all over the place because Christianity was spreading like wildfire, much to the anger of the Roman government. So they dropped me here without a ship or a paddle. Figured I'd better befriend old Patmos Pete if he was going to be my neighbor.
So this Pete Moss Pat
Patmos Pete.
wouldn't happen to have any victuals for us in his hut?
The more important question would be to ask if Pete has any hidden treasure.
Treasure? Pete has no treasure. All he does is waste his time telling jokes and being funny. He barely knows the bow from the stern and is probably stuck on some sandbar somewhere. He even forgot his treasure map. Not what I call a wise pirate.
So, if you won't be needing that treasure map, perhaps you can let us see it?
Oh, take it. Pete doesn't really care about treasure. All he likes is to be a nuisance and terrorize people.
Why don't you come along with us?
Oh, I couldn't. I've had a vision from an angel of God that has given me a lot to sit here and write about. It's going to be a letter to send to God's people.
A vision?
Yeah, a real action-packed one. With horses and riders and wars and fire. And finally, a peaceful sea of glass. A revelation of how things will be in the future.
Wow, that's a wild dream. Except for that sea of glass. The water of that sea would be something to behold. So calm and still.
Which, incidentally, happens to be the last on this map. And speaking of treasure, my dream had scenes of emeralds, jasper, golden crowns, and so much more. There are 7 stops on this map, this one being the first. And incidentally, the number 7 comes up in my vision repeatedly.
So did you make this map?
No, it's just a mysterious treasure map. It's the result of many seafarers' attempts to find meaningful treasure. But many things are mysteries in this life, like the meaning of my vision from God.
Well, you have fun with that. Perhaps pondering things on
path must be visited in succession. Any attempt to take shortcuts will result in nullifying the treasure.
Wow, I'm glad he read that. I didn't even get what half of that means.
We must run the full course. Ladies, hit each of the stops to find the great treasure in the end.
So mysterious.
Like John said, many things are mysteries in this life.
Welcome to my floating zoo. We have every animal you can imagine.
6 tickets, please.
lions, tigers, bears, and
Oh my!
they will come to our defense if you so much as touch a hair on our head.
And we will call pest control.
Ma'am, we mean no harm to you or your animals. By the way, didn't they all leave the ark?
Of course so, young man. That was years ago. But now their offspring have came back to visit. My dear departed husband Noah would be so proud if he could just see this ark alive and like it here.
It's a real family adventure.
Yes, he gathered all specimens of animals and kept them safe during the Great Flood. And modern-day scientists have found evidence that such a great disaster wasn't just a myth, but indeed a plausible fact.
Lunch?
Not us, silly.
Well, when God told Noah to build this ark, his neighbors kept laughing loud, but Noah kept building and building. Until one day,
It started like a trickle and ended up a flood.
Your husband was pretty brave.
and above all, he was one of the first true followers of God recorded in the Bible. So now, allow us to welcome you with a song in memory of my dear departed Noah.
It's got lots of great actions.
Noah cried, "Come on, critters, all aboard for the floating zoo." So they sailed away on a rainy day, 2 by 2. Noah cried, "Come on, critters, all aboard for the floating zoo." So they sailed away on a rainy day with the big mouth frogs and the puppy dogs, 2 by 2. Noah cried, "Come on, critters, all aboard for the floating zoo." So they sailed away on a rainy day with the big mouth frogs and the puppy dogs, with the cats and the bats and the long-tailed rats, 2 by 2. Noah cried, "Come on, critters, all aboard for the floating zoo." So they sailed away on a rainy day with the big mouth frogs and the puppy dogs, with the cats and the bats and the long-tailed rats, the mice and the moose and the kangaroos, 2 by 2. Noah cried, "Come on, critters, all aboard for the floating zoo." So they sailed away on a rainy day with the big mouth frogs and the puppy dogs, with the cats and the bats and the long-tailed rats, the mice and the moose and the kangaroos, the elephants and the pelicans, 2 by 2. Noah cried, "Come on, critters, all aboard for the floating zoo." So they sailed away on a rainy day with the big mouth frogs and the puppy dogs, with the cats and the bats and the long-tailed rats, the mice and the moose and the kangaroos, the elephants and the pelicans, the honeybees and the chimpanzees, 2 by 2. Noah cried, "Come on, critters, all aboard for the floating zoo." So they sailed away on a rainy day with the big mouth frogs and the puppy dogs, with the cats and the bats and the long-tailed rats, the mice and the moose and the kangaroos, the elephants and the pelicans, the honeybees and the chimpanzees, the big and the small. He called them all 2 by 2.
We have a treasure map here that says that X number 2 is somewhere hidden on this ark. Perhaps your husband has some vast bounty he wanted to keep hidden. Perhaps God rewarded him for his bravery.
Vast treasures, you can look for yourself, but you'll be sorely disappointed. God did reward him, but not with gold or jewels.
Much more.
With what then? With gift cards?
Well, ma'am, anyways, if it's all right with you, we'll just go see what it is.
Okay. Okay, go to the bald eagle's cage, take 10 paces south, and voila.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Captain.
Miss Gerald, read the note, please.
Noah was faithful could be, his faith and his trust as wide as the sea. He listened to God, never doubted a word, and in the end, him and God had an accord. No longer would the earth be destroyed by a flood, but God would have mercy and he would forgive.
So there was nothing in the end for Noah. All right, I get what kind of silly game this is. We travel along the great sea and beyond just to collect some silly notes in bottles to teach us some lesson. Some sinister poet just felt like sending us to Davy Jones' locker. It'll be the end for us.
But they all lead to the great treasure in the end, and we can't miss a note. It's not allowed. Let's pull up our bootstraps. No more rolling like a bunch of sea monkeys. We can do this.
Well, did you go to find the vast treasure you're looking for?
Yes, we're very curious.
Yeah, sure. Priceless pearls of poetry.
Well, then they are worth way more than you can imagine. Noah was a faithful servant of God, and God rewarded him with love, mercy, and grace.
Those are real treasures.
Thank you, Mrs. Noah, for your time. We'll be off now.
Goodbye and safe travels.
You might want to check the door on the woolly mammoth pen. It does have a lock on it. Good thing he's asleep.
Okay, sorry. Wait, wait a minute. Don't you know this thing's pirates?
Hey Zeb, toss me another piece of that mystery meat there.
Oh, it's zebra meat. It's the last piece we have. We have to save it, so the other 9 brothers have to split it.
We better get back to looking for those 2 missing sheep. Do you see any of them being prepared this fine meal?
Well, if I keep eating 1 piece of meat per day, soon I'm going to be hard to see sideways.
There's an awful long ways to Egypt where there's food aplenty. I don't really want to make the trip right now, but it looks like we might have to.
We better get back to looking for those 2 missing sheep.
Those critters keep running off and creating havoc, running through the wilderness and the desert.
You know, I say we could feed our family a good several meals with those left.
There are only 2 sheep that haven't starved. Like Noah, if one could continue our herd, we need to keep those critters alive.
Did you hear that? They're talking about Noah.
What's that mouth-watering aroma? Food! And there's water!
Don't scare them or they'll attack us with the food again. And maybe this time they won't think that we're
Pirates!
Desert.
It has to be our muscular physique and naturally commanding appearance that gives us away every time.
Greetings, landlubbers. I'm Captain Gollywog, and this is me first mate, Friday Bill, both of Bob, Edmund Fitzgerald, Salty, and Codfish.
I'm Reuben, and this here is Zeb and Yad.
And your last name? Of course, you have no last name.
Tell us, what are a band of pirates doing so far inland? I can tell by your swagger you're not landlubbers.
Ugh, we forgot about the swagger. Next time, remember, no swagger.
We come from the Great Sea, crossed your sea of salt, and hid this land they call Canaan, thanks to this treasure map.
Well, you ain't gonna find treasure here. Bunch of starving shepherds. As penniless as they come.
It doesn't smell like you're starving.
We know you don't have any treasure. We came across this some big wasteland for another note to go to our next pointless stop in this ridiculous quest.
According to my calculations, we should be at the Desert of Stars.
You're there, alright.
Well, it doesn't look too appetizing to live here.
Well, we're out in the desert looking for our lost sheep, but if you travel a ways towards water, you'll find our home to be quite pleasant.
My great-grandpappy Abe settled there, raised his own son Isaac, and he raised his own son Jacob, who was our Bob. There are 11 brothers, which explains why we never have any victuals.
Actually, our land is in abandon right now. We probably can't pick the bones dry.
Wow, we know how to pick the best places to visit.
Yes, it is recorded in history that the land of Canaan experienced a great famine, and the inhabitants of the land had to travel to Egypt to get enough food to survive. By the way, I believe there were 12 brothers.
Okay, now you're scaring me. How do you know what happens to us in the future?
And how do you know the past events, like the fact that we have 12 brothers no longer with us?
I'm beginning to believe we are time travelers, thanks to this mysterious map. You guys become quite famous, and your story was found in the book of Genesis, and was even turned into a musical. If it's any consolation to you, you'll get your food, and you'll have an even better surprise waiting for you in Egypt.
Tell us!
No spoilers.
So, this here Desert of Stars, how does it get that name?
Well, it's named after a great-grandpappy Abe's children.
Yes, I believe God promised to many children in his old age.
Yes, us offspring are the grains of sand and the stars in the sky that God has promised. We're the starting of a great nation, although there aren't many of us yet.
Oh, that's coming. Believe me.
It was a pretty amazing promise from God because our great-grandpappy Abe and his wife Sarah should have been the old-time children. But surely the sunrise in the morning, our grandpappy Isaac was hatched.
Let us sing about it. We even say Tori's pirate style.
Alright, the map says go 10 paces north from the campfire and we'll be there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here it is. Salty codfish. Dig, please. Surprise, surprise. And this is another note in a bottle. I got this. Fitzgerald, read your note, please.
The Desert of Stars is the place that marks the faithful servant Abraham's part in establishing a nation, one that would bring the greatest treasure, a mighty king. He'll travel on down to the palace and then find the richest and smartest of men, a king who will point you to understand that God's wisdom is greater than men's.
I'm confused. If the king is our link to the treasure, then should we find it at our next stop?
We must continue the trek. No more lollygagging. Let's pull up our bootstraps. Ahoy, mateys!
Ahoy and save the ship!
Excuse me, fellow shepherd. Have you seen any missing sheep around here?
You may have heard this one before, but there's nothing you can do about a runaway sheep. There are horrible ramifications. They're bad news.
for fool's gold. Can't believe we have to get all the way into the glassy sea.
Well, it sounds to me like you're on a pilgrimage, which is more than simply a journey. So even though you may be frustrated with this long trek, perhaps you will understand that it is more than just a useless exercise. Perhaps you will understand that it is more than just the end that brings us the treasure, but the journey to get there.
Aren't you the greatest king of all, like the last note said?
No, actually, he may seem to be a great king, but the greatest king of all was Jesus, who was Solomon's own descendant.
Wow, you sure have a lot of knowledge there. Perhaps you should put that knowledge to good use and focus on the greatest king during this journey.
Okay, this down clapping is fine and dandy, but let's get the message and go.
The king is very wise. We must remember his words.
Well, I can tell you for a fact that you're never going to get anything under this throne. Solid stone. But I do happen to keep these scrolls under here. Here, take a copy of my words of wisdom, which I'm titling the Proverbs. These are words of godly wisdom, not human wisdom. You get to read them before they hit the press. They aren't even in book form yet.
Wow, I'm in awe, sir. You're a pretty big fish in this here small pond. Could we get your autograph?
And I'm highlighting a few key verses to help you understand that God is taking you on a wonderful journey of discovery.
Thank you, sir. Fitzgerald, read the note, please.
Turn your ear to wisdom. Look for it as for silver, and search for it as for hidden treasure. Wisdom from God is more precious than gold, silver, or rubies.
We have a favorite song here at my palace. Let us share it with you.
Well, mateys, looks like we've got a load of victuals to chew on here. That was meaningful words. Did someone say victuals? Thank you, kind sir.
Godspeed, my subjects. And watch out for that pesky pirate, Patmos Pete. Apparently, he was found sneaking around the palace.
Here's that name again. Pete Moss Pat.
Patmos Pete.
Here's a part about wise people. The wisecracker always gets the cheese.
Ahoy, mateys! I'd like to take this opportunity to say that this play is an original play written by Laura Breen, directed by Julianne Breen, acted by past and present camp staff and participants. This is a shining example of the camps offered by Hope Alvinston Ministries each summer. Please look for our brochures downstairs when you're buying some victuals. Remember, you only get 15 minutes ashore. So before we cast the lines again, for the next act, we will observe some music by the Band of Pirates. So please go forth. You have 15 minutes. Before we start with the musical interlude, we'd like to wish Johina a happy 9th birthday. So join us for a round of happy birthday to Johina.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Julianne. Happy birthday to you.
Now feast your eyes at the side here, where we're going to have a Band of Pirates with a musical interlude. As soon as they clear the deck, we'll hoist the sails again.
I'll sing you a song, a good song of the sea.
misfortune. A proposal by myself, Patmos WP, that stands for Patmos Whitfield P. If I were kept in misfortune, me crew would never have to take a bath. They'd just wash up on shore. If I were kept in misfortune, the only alphabet me crew would need would be the 7 C's. If I were kept in misfortune, earrings would only cost $1 a ear. And a peg and a hook would cost an arm and a leg. If I were kept in misfortune, me crew would only communicate A to I. If I were kept in misfortune, there would only be food shortages when the chips were down. If I were kept in misfortune, the laundry would only be washed when the tide turns. If I were kept in misfortune, all treasure would be gathered either by hook or by crook. If I were kept in misfortune, this here show would have a piracy warning. If I were kept in misfortune, no pirate would ever be given into peer pressure. If I were kept in misfortune, Captain Pollywog here would be swimming for shore. If I were kept in misfortune, my motto would be, seize the day.
Well, this be a fine kettle of fish being stuck here in the middle of the great Sea of Galilee with not a breeze to dry the sweat off our ears.
All hands, forget trying to get any wind in our sails. This chariot ain't moving.
Looks like it's nothing but swabbing the deck and washing laundry for days, because we're stuck here.
We might as well be at the desert back there. It's just as hot.
I'm just about ready to walk the plank and go swimming in those cool waters. Not unless you intend to be shark food.
Speaking of food, we're low on victuals. Not that we've had much supply, but I remember one day I was eating some nice cheese and beef jerky, turned around for a second, and it was gone. It just vanishes around here.
The human body can survive many days without food. Now, fresh water, on the other hand, is a wee bit more important.
Reminds me of my youthful days, back when I was apprentice with the great pirate Campbell aboard the Campbell's sloop. And we was sailing around the coast of Newfoundland, all starved and parched. And we run aground that great rocky place. But those Newfies was the nicest folks. They invited us to their big soiree they was having that night. I'll never forget the victuals and the hospitality.
Want your
poor biscuit eaters. They haven't got a crew that their food is disappearing because I'm eating like a king. Here's some food humor for ye, that their sorority must have been really emotional. Even the cake was in tears. And a note about cheese. Don't explode your cheese or there'll be debris everywhere. You can tune your fiddle, but you can't tune a fish.
Hey, there's a person in a sailboat. He's rowing towards us.
Could it be? Not that tyrant of the seas. Pete lost Pat.
Pat lost Pete.
Who said that?
All right, ladies, keep your weapons near but not visible. If he's dangerous, we can overtake him, capture him, and lock him in the brig. Man on the starboard side, be you friend or foe. Let me warn you that we are ferocious pirates, and you do not want to mess with us. Hands up where I can see them.
I can't steer this boat without my hands, sir. I'm a poor honest fisherman.
Who's to say you aren't that dreaded pirate, Pat Moss Pete?
Yes, I'm Pete. But not Pat Pete. I'm Peter. Just Peter.
Of course he has no last name. It seems to be a trend.
Sir, he appears to have no weapons and is equipped with only fishermen's nets and oars.
What brings you to these parts?
Sir, I ventured too far out to sea looking for new fishing spots. And now I'm having to paddle my way home as there isn't a wig to carry me there.
Where is home?
The region of Galilee, along the shore.
The Sea of Galilee is bigger than we thought. We're trying to get to the shore as well.
Are you planning an attack on the poor people of Galilee?
Attack? No, mate. We ain't in the business of attacking poor people, just rich ships and fallen treasure maps. Like this one.
Looks like the mountain.
The mountain?
Sitting on the famous sermon on the Mount of Jesus. You know who I am, right?
Yeah, Peter with no last name. Big help.
You have to give us some hints.
I have walked on water. I was at the mountain when Jesus fed 5,000 people with a few loaves and fishes.
If there's riddles, then we're going there.
Those two events which you described are humanly impossible.
Yes, but not impossible for God. Jesus lived in his region. He had followers, disciples, myself being one of them.
So that was your friend John who gave us this treasure map. You were both Jesus' disciples.
Oh yes, John is a good friend of mine. Jesus showed that he was God come to earth by performing many miracles. One night when we were fishing, Jesus came walking to the water to us. He called to me to walk to him, and I did until I got scared and started to sink. But he caught me. Ever since he has helped me keep my head above water, so to speak.
So then you were convinced, hook, line, and sinker, that he was God.
Yes, good way to put it. So now we have to trust in him even when the course seems rough.
So do you think God might perform a miracle and bring us some wind?
We have a treasure to get. It's sink or swim if we don't get moving. Climb aboard, matey. We'll take you to shore.
Maybe God, Peter's friend here, can give us some wind in our sails.
we go!
We'll be home, right if God's wind was in our sails.
We'll be alright if God's wind was in our sails. We'll be alright if God's wind was in our sails. And we'll all hang on behind. And we'll roll the old chariots along. We'll roll the old chariots along. We'll roll the old chariots along. And we'll all hang on behind.
The wind is back!
According to this map, you have to sail into that Huron on the mountain to get to the next X. Ten, nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is the foot of the mountain where Jesus talked to us all for days. Breen back members. It was an epic experience for all of us.
Here it is, mateys. Dig it up.
Here you go. Let me do the honors of reading this note. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you.
Yes, the kingdom of God is exactly what he meant. Well, he sat on this very mountain.
So, if this is a mountain, then should we find the treasure?
Yeah, it said all these things will be added unto you.
I don't think gold is exactly what he meant. Jesus told us not to store up on treasures on earth, but treasures in heaven.
Okay, now I'm confused. We don't get to enjoy any of the bounty until we die?
Yeah, why can't we be rich like Solomon?
You will be rich. Jesus even mentioned Solomon. He said even Solomon in all his glory was not dressed as well as the lilies of the field. And if God takes care of the lilies of the field and the birds of the sky, he'll take care of us.
But I don't want to have just what I need. I want to be rich.
You will be rich in these things that matter. Things that don't break, rust, and nobody, even pirates, can steal.
So this whole journey has been a search for treasures in heaven? Well, that's a fine kettle of fish.
These are treasures that you experience here on earth while you're still living.
Yeah, it's a fool's journey. A journey for nothing.
No, it's a journey for everything that matters. You're almost there according to this map. But the last part of the journey is the worst. You have to sail through the stormy sea to get to your final destination. When you get there, the glassy sea is all calm, smooth, and serene. You're almost there, and keep seeking God's kingdom and his treasures. Ahoy, ladies, and thanks for the ride home.
Bye.
Bye. Now we're in a pickle. Do we risk our lives getting to something that isn't even real treasure?
You heard of it? It is a real treasure. So, we take this here river, meet the great sea, and head northeast towards the stormy sea. Batten down the hatches, mateys. We're in for an adventure.
Well, ladies, looks like a little prayer helped us get through that storm, and that God has brought us safely to the shore of the last island.
I've trapped you, mateys. I'll be taking over this ship.
Identify yourself, scallywag.
You can call me Captain Pat Moss P. I'll be captaining this ship from here on out.
How did you get on this ship?
You sea urchins have been carrying me around since the beginning. Thanks for all the food. I've been enjoying it. But you have absolutely no treasure stored in this vessel.
What do you intend to do?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, you have one more stop. Right here past the banks of the glassy sea. We're heading for the big treasure of this whole useless trek. You just stay put there like a school of clownfish, and I'll take that there treasure for myself.
You can't do that.
Says the little guy who's all tied up.
You're a big meanie, a great big slug.
Yes, a slug who knows enough to lay low until the time is right. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you have one more stop. Right on the shore. I can One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't care a hoot about what it says, but it seems like you fellas enjoy reading these little mystery notes. I'll do you fellas a favor and steer this ship back out to sea, and take this dinghy out to the ship. Take this dinghy to the shore. I can see the last X right now as we speak. I can see the last X right now as we speak. Be seeing you.
If we continue on this course, we'll be heading back to the sea of stormy waters, and we'll eventually crash on reef, unless we can get out of this net.
Think, mates, we all carry scabbards and cutlasses.
What kind of pirates are we? We're useless with our scabbards and cutlasses.
We'll have to chew our way out. It might be tasty anyway since we're hungry.
I don't suppose any of us have teeth to chew our way out.
Look, that bottle he threw at us is broken into pieces. Sharp pieces, like knives.
Wow, note to self, always have a smart pirate on board. Everybody grab a wee piece of glass and cut this here net fast. He's gotten ahead of us.
Yeah. Let's get this ship turned around and head back to our destination. Man the sails, it's full speed ahead. Captain, heading at 8 knots into a full wind. Furl the sails, it's full speed ahead. Great treasure, here we come.
Caught you, sea scum.
You insist on calling me scum. Remember that scum is slippery.
Hand over that treasure.
Not in a million years. How'd you get out of that net so fast? I had all the scabbards and cutlasses. And by the way, I ain't got many teeth.
Here's a pun for you, Pat Moss. It's pointless to steal a sharp-witted pirate. pirates.
Which reminds me, the bottle. I put the note in my pocket.
Well, it seems useless now that we have the treasure. Wait! This be the end of the journey, but those notes have proven to be full of wisdom beyond words. It'd be a shame to miss the last wee bit of advice.
Read it then, Fitzgerald.
To whomever reads this note, I, Paul, having been shipwrecked here, am a prisoner enslaved for following God. Many days of hunger and thirst have still made it clear that God will take care of me. He saved me from these waters, from famine, thirst, and snake bites. And although I am now on my way to prison, I still believe that I have many treasures of his kingdom. He has taught me that even when things are bad, we can find treasure that will last, and follow in Jesus. You see, at just the right time, when we were still powerless, Christ died for the ungodly. You will now pass the sea of stormy waters and reach the glassy sea, where you will make a decision. Take the treasure buried there and enjoy the bounty that will last a while, or choose the ultimate treasure that will never fade, rest, or be taken from you, and follow Jesus in his kingdom. Only what's done for Christ will last. Signed, the Apostle Paul.
Nice note, this treasure is nice, sir. Give it back.
It's ours. We made the whole trip for it. Wait! Give him back his treasure. He got it first.
Captain, you can't be serious.
Think about that note. It tells us the secret of the real treasure, the mysterious treasure.
If we give up this treasure, we have nothing, just words.
No, you heard what the pool mariner Paul said. If we choose to follow Jesus, we'll have the real treasure, the treasure that will last forever. Enjoy your treasure, Patmos, unless you want to choose the real treasure and come with us.
You fellas enjoy your pearls of wisdom and coins of hot air. I have better fish to fry. I'll be leaving with my bounties. Thanks for the dinghy. I'll do you clowns a nice gesture and be off. And since you insist on calling me P-Moss, I'll be growing now.
I guess everyone understood about the treasure. He said that someday all God's people would worship Jesus around this here glassy sea. Maybe choosing to follow Jesus will prove to be a better life than a pirate's life.
And Mrs. Noah talked an awful lot about God's love, mercy, and grace. And Abraham's sons talked about God's promises to their nation.
And Solomon talked about the wisdoms of God.
And Peter and Paul both went through tough times, but knew that God would take care of them. Now I understand why we had to go on this whole journey and learn all those lessons in the first place. And if them people consider those things treasures, then we might as well perk up our ears and listen. Now, remember what Peter told us from Jesus. Seek ye first the kingdom of God.
Seek ye first the kingdom
crew. King Solomon and the guard. Brothers Reuben, Zeb, and Gad. This is Noah, Ava, and the zookeeper. Peter and John. The pirate crew. And last but not least, Patmos Meat. I'd also like to take this time to thank our ushers as well. Thank you, lads and lassies. I'd like to call up Lyle Davis to present some treasure to Julianne and Laura Breen for their gifts of talent, talents, and treasure. I'd also like to call up. Just kidding. Following the closing of the curtain, we'd like to invite parents to do a little meet and greet, as well as family and friends, whoever would like to come up and take a picture of their favorite crew member or their MC. Good night.